Prominent Oromo politician has been arrested again. He was released last year, rather, he was granted bail last year, but today, a few hours ago, he was again arrested in Addis. I'm talking about Taye Dendea. Welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. First one is about Taye Dendea. Taye Dendea's arrest is a mockery of Ethiopian judicial system. It's fully under the control of the government. There is no independence of judiciary in Ethiopia. Second story is about Eskinder Nega, Fano commander, head of Amhara Fano People's Organization. He has released a message for his son, who is in the US. Let's start from the Oromia region, where Taye Dendea is former Minister of Peace of Ethiopia. He is a member of parliament of Oromia Regional Assembly. He was arrested in December 2023 after his fiery remarks against Ethiopian Prime Minister. He accused the Prime Minister of spilling blood, of killing people, of waging wars. His post was very provocative, which he shared in social media in December 2023, if not wrong. Arrested, prosecutors filed 3 charges against him. Prosecutors accused him of being in possession of illegal weapons, accused him of working to overthrow constitutional order, accused him of working in coordination with extremist groups in Ethiopia. Trial started, and 2 charges were dropped against him. In August, I think, last year, he was released from prison after a court granted him bail. 2 charges dropped, provisional bail granted. He came out of prison, and he went silent for a few months. But around 2 months ago, Taye Dendea became active again. He started criticizing the Ethiopian Prime Minister. He criticized the Prime Minister directly. If you remember a video a few days ago, I told you about Taye Dendea's call for removal of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. He urged the parliamentarians, the members of the House of Representatives, to remove the Prime Minister. He said the Prime Minister was violating the Ethiopian constitution. It's the responsibility of the parliament to demand vote of confidence. And if the Prime Minister fails to get a vote of confidence, he should be removed. A legal course should be followed to remove a Prime Minister who is not following the Ethiopian constitution. If you remember, I said that Taye Dendea was going to be rearrested. I said that. Regular viewers would corroborate my claim that I mentioned that in a video a few weeks ago. He was sticking his neck out. I mean, this country, Ethiopia, does not believe in giving any room to critics, especially if the critics are the critics of the Prime Minister. Team Abiy does not believe in tolerating criticism. Once Christian Tadesse demanded resignation of the Prime Minister. Where is he? Amhara politician from Nama party. He's in prison. Then they criticized Prime Minister. He was arrested, released on bail, and rearrested. Today he was rearrested. How was he rearrested? Well, the 2 charges were dropped by a high court. Prosecutors had filed an appeal, which is a general practice that whenever charges are dropped, state prosecutors file appeals. appeal was being heard at the Supreme Court, which reinstated the charges. The charges have been reinstated today, and the Supreme Court referred the matter back to the High Court. Charges which were dropped have been reinstated. That is why Taye Dendea was arrested. Security forces raided his house in Addis Ababa today. His wife has confirmed that they took him away. He's in custody now. This arrest shows how weak, how controlled Ethiopian judiciary is. I always say that Ethiopian judiciary is under the thumb of the Prosperity Party, of the government. It has no independence. And a country where there is no independence of judiciary can never have transparency. It can never have democracy. It can never have respect for fundamental rights of people, because judiciary ensures that people's fundamental rights are respected. When constitution is violated, people go to judiciary. When people's rights are violated, they go to judiciary. If judiciary is being controlled by the government, it means that everything is being controlled by the government. I talked to a few people a few days ago when Taye Dendea was criticizing the Prime Minister. I said, why was he criticizing the Prime Minister? He is going to be rearrested. They said, Sajid, he's ready. He's ready to be arrested. Why? Taye Dendea is the only man in Prosperity Party so far who had the guts to criticize the Ethiopian Prime Minister to his face, you can say, while being in Ethiopia. It's not easy. He knew he was going to be arrested, but he was ready for that. There are other politicians who have fled Ethiopia. They're lecturing Ethiopians from abroad. They want change in Ethiopia while living in foreign countries where they are safe. Joare abroad, Bakle Garba, just said goodbye to politics. Amhara politicians, Gaidu under Gaichu fled Ethiopia. There's several others too. Taye Dendea is in Ethiopia, confronting the Prime Minister, criticizing him, ready to pay the price. This is what politicians are supposed to do. They lead from the front. This is what is demanded of them, what they have chosen, their struggle. It is bound to be risky. That is why they are leaders, because they are ready to be in prison. They are ready to face the consequences, but they speak the truth no matter what the cost is. The story is about Eskinder Nega, who has released a message for his son, who has graduated from a school, finished his school education in the US. Eskinder Nega's family is in the US. Eskinder Nega's message is a moving message because his family abroad, he could have just stayed in the US. He chose to return to Ethiopia and start an armed struggle against the Ethiopian security forces. It's difficult to live far away from your family. And when Eskinder was recording a message for his son, sounds of whistles were heard. You can hear the sounds of whistles. Maybe he's at a place where training activity is underway. He's training foreign fighters. Will his son ever join Eskinder in the fight which he's leading, fight against security forces? Watch the message from Eskinder Nega about his son's graduation from school. Thank you for watching.
ጤና ይስጥልኝ ውድ ናፍቆት ውድ ሰርካለም ውድ ወዳጆቻችንና ዘመዶቻችን እንኳን በዛሬዋ ዕለት ሁላችንንም በሰላም አገናኘን። ዛሬዋ ዕለት በጣም ትልቅ ቀን ናት። ለረጅም ጊዜ ብዙ የተለፋበት ነው። በላፊ በኩል ብዙ ልፋት ተደርጓል። በሰርካለም በኩል ለዚህ ብዙ ተለፍቷል። በወዳጅ ዘመዶቻችን እንዲሁ ብዙ ተለፍቷል። የመጨረሻው ውጤት ይኸው ዛሬ ላይ እየታየ ነው የሚገኘው። እግዚአብሔር የተመሰገነ ይሁንና ውጤቱ ደግሞ በጣም መልካም ነው። ሁላችንንም ያስደሰተ ምናልባት ከማናችሁም በላይ መልፋት ሊገባኝ ምን ያህል ያለፋሁት በዛሬዋ ቀን እኔ ነኝ። ይሄንን ኃላፊነት ወስዳለሁ። በዚህ አጋጣሚ ሁላችሁንም ናፍቆትንም ሰርካልንም ወዳጅ ዘመዶቻችንን እንደዚህ ይቅርታ ጠይቃለሁ። እኔም ባልኖር ግን ያው ቅድም እንዳልኩት የእግዚአብሔር ፍቃድ ሆኖ ውጤቱ በጣም አምሯልና ውጤቱ በዚህ መልክ እስከተጠናቀቀ ድረስ ሁላችንም በደስታ የምናከብረው እለት ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ናፊ እንግዲህ በዚህ አጋጣሚ የምልህ በረጅሙም ባይሆን ባጭሩ 3/4ኛ የትምህርት ጉዞህን አጠናቀሃል። ከዚህ በኋላ ደግሞ ምናልባት 1/4ኛ ልንለው የምንችለው ይቀርሃል። 3/4ኛውን በስኬት እንዳጠናቀቅ ሁሉ ቀሪውን 1/4ኛ ጉዞም በስኬት እንደምታጠናቀቅ ምንም ጥርጥር የለኝም። ከሁሉም በላይ ፈጣሪ ደግሞ ከጎን እንደማይለይ ታመንበታለሁ። የዛንም ጉዞ ጨርሰህ እንደዚሁ ተሰባስበን የምናከብርበት እለት ላይ በሰላም እንድንገናኝ ፈጣሪን ከወዲሁ ለምነዋለሁ እመኛለሁ። ግን ልዩነቱ እኔ በርቀት ሆኜ ሳይሆን በብዙ ሺህ ኪሎ ሜትር ርቀት ላይ ሆኜ ሳይሆን እዛው በአካል ሆነን ዛሬ በዛ በስብሰባ አዳራሽ ካሉት ሰዎች ጋር ሁሉ ሆነን እንድናከብር እመኛለሁ። የእግዚአብሔርን ፍቃድ ይሆናል ብዬ አምናለሁ። ውድ ሰርካለም እንግዲህ ያንቺ ልፋት በቃላት የሚገለጽ አይደለም። እናትም አባትም ጓደኛም ምስጥረኛም ሆነሽ ይኸው ብቸኛ ልጃችንን እንደዚህ አድርሰሻል። እንኳን ደስ አለሽ። ላደረግሽው ነገር በሙሉ ከፍተኛ ክብር አለኝ። ዋጋሽን እኔ በምድር ላይ መመለስ አልችልም። እግዚአብሔር በሰማይ ቤት ያስብሽ ነው ማለት የምችለው። ወዳጅ ዘመዶቻችንንም እንደዚሁ ከናፊና ከሰርኪ ጎን ሆናችሁ ለረጅም ዓመታት ሰለቸን ደከመን ሳትሉ ለዚህ ቀን አብቅታችሁናልና እናንተም እንደዚሁ ውለታውን እኔን ተክታችሁ ለሰራችሁት ሁሉ ውለታውን በምድር ላይ መመለስ አልችልም። ፈጣሪ በሰማይ ቤት እንዲያስባችሁ እንዲከፍላችሁ ግን እመኛለሁ፣ ጸልያለሁ። በአጠቃላይ የዛሬዋ ቀን በእኔ ውስጥ ያሳደረውን ስሜት እውነት ለመናገር በቃላት መግለጽ አልችልም። በቃላት መግለጽ ባልችልም ግን ምን ያህል ከፍተኛ የሆነ ስሜት ውስጥ እንዳለ ሁላችሁም ትረዳላችሁ ብዬ አስባለሁና ያንን እንግዲህ በመንፈስም ቢሆን እንድትጋሩኛላችሁ ብዬ ስለማምን ከዚህ ባሻገር ብዙም አልልም። በአጠቃላይ እንግዲህ በቀሪ ጉዟችንም ላይ በሁላችንም ህይወት ውስጥ ቸሩ መድኃኔዓለም ቸሩ ፈጣሪ ከሁላችንም ጎን እንዳይለይ እየለመንኩኝ እንኳን ደስ አለኝ እንኳን ደስ አላችሁ እላለሁ። መልካም ምሽት።